Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I heard on the YouTube streets that Amber's ex Beck had her own channel, and I've been meaning to react to it. I subscribed to her and I was like, I'm gonna react to the next one. So here I am reacting to Beck's. Beck kind of reacts Karina Kaboom. Amber member only live streamed 12 minutes. I assume I haven't watched it. I'm gonna do a live react as we do it. I guess that's what it's called. And yeah, I haven't watched it, so I want to see what it's about. I know that most of Amber's exes are fans of Karina Kaboom. I am a fan of the Karina Kaboom as well. She is an icon, a legend. I love Karina Kaboom. Anyway, let's keep going. Ooh, I like this part. I know that Beck's drawing.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming back for another video. I want to start with a few little updates. I took some of your advice and we'll be starting to make distinct thumbnails for each video now instead of just the text and background. This way you can distinguish them better from each other. So I hope you like those. Next, I want to talk about upcoming videos I will be making and ideas for the channel. Some people wanted to know if they could send in fan art, and I think that's an awesome idea. So I made a new Gmail for YouTube stuff, and I think it would be cool for you guys to send art there, and I can feature them with your...
I've always had a soft spot for Beck. They go by Beck, not Becky, they, them pronouns. I've always had a soft spot for them, and it's good to see that she's doing better. From my understanding, she's doing better than when she was with Amber. Anything is better than Amber at this point. So I look forward to her channel. I'm happy that she started a channel. That's pretty great. And she's got, so far, I think she's got like 9K followers. So that's pretty impressive.
And username at the end of my videos. Also, I've decided my first full cryptid video will be on the Mothman. It will be a combo of research and vlog. I'm going to take a day trip with some friends to Point Pleasant when it gets a little warmer. I want to show you guys the Mothman Museum and the TNT Dome and talk to you about what I learned. So,
I would love that. I am so into that. I love all that. So I will be watching. Good job, Beck. I love how you're already focused on what you're doing. Better than some of us, I was just saying.
I can't wait to share that folklore and my experiences with you when I get the chance. I don't have an estimated date for that release because of work and life, but I promise to deliver it as soon as I can. Finally, I just want to mention that this video is a reactor reaction, similar to the Tom Harlock video, but not as many layers. I decided to react to Karina's video in this one, and I think I'll continue to do a few more reacting to reactors videos in the future. I'm not sure how many I'll do or which videos to...
Well, this right here, what you're seeing is a reaction to Becky's reaction of Karina Kaboom's reaction. So this is so many layers. It's like a black hole or something.
React to just yet, but I definitely want to at least do a Mr. Snowflake video and probably the ankle and maybe a few compilations from others. I'm going to keep it simple with videos that either have me in them or are about things I feel like I have something to add from my perspective. Some people think I should spill everything I know, and some people think I should just stop talking about her entirely.
Oh, I see. So, this is kind of indicative of, what was her name? And she totally got canceled too. She used to do artwork and do commentary at the same time. I used to love her, and then she ended up being a complete psychopath, and then it was revealed that she didn't even do her art. You guys put in the comments below who it is, but I love that. I love that she's doing her art and talking about stuff. That's kind of cool.
For a long time, I kept a lot of things to myself out of respect for privacy, something that she never gave me during our relationship. And fear of retaliation, which was something that happened anyway. She was angry with me for leaving her even though she didn't really love me. She continued over all these years to throw insults at me and lie about me despite me being fairly quiet other than a few Q&As and corrections. But you all shown me that it really is my story to tell however I want to tell it. I don't want to do an entire tell-all about all the dirty details. It does feel mean and it isn't who I am. But there's still...
Yeah, but she's talking about Amber, obviously. But it's like for us watching, it's really kind of you, Beck. I feel like I'm talking to her. It's really kind of you, Beck. But it's just like, I don't know. You could do it your own way. You don't have to. I don't know. Do what you want to do. I just feel like I wish you would tell us more because she's being Amber is being so like defensive and saying all these like really rude things that are obviously not true about you. I wish she would be. I mean, I guess you're not an aggressive person. I wouldn't, some of us would not have tolerated Amber. It would have been like, who are you? Who do you think you are? Get out of here.
Other things I can say and talk about that are still true and valid experiences for me, whether she wants me to talk about them or not. And yes,
Yeah.
I threatened to sue Amber if she kept talking about me, but she never
for
did
you.
stop, and now it's well past that. This is YouTube after all. I may have been mentally unprepared to deal with it in the past, but things are different now. I'm entitled to respond as much as she is, and
Yes,
to talk
you
about my
are.
past and present as little or as much as I want. I like reacting to...
Yes. I'm glad that you are stepping up for yourself, Beck. That you understand that you have nothing to fear. First of all, Amber suing anybody, that takes effort. That takes effort and actual concentration. And suing people for what? For what? For telling the truth about how you abused them? Like, yeah, whatever.
reactors
Defamation is
because they're
hard to
more
prove.
thoughtful people than Amber is, and they give me a buffer for her content and from her. They've been kinder
look
to
at
me
her
even
art.
at my worst than Amber ever has, and that's
Oh,
why
yes.
I'd rather give them attention than her now. So for my first
Yeah.
reaction, since Karina gave me a platform to share my voice on, I'd like to react
Absolutely.
to her content. So let's get into it.
So we are going to be talking about what
Karina
I heard
Kaboom
yesterday
Booms.
in Amber's live stream.
I've been meaning to buy a Kermit. Anybody else? Anybody else watch Karina Kaboom and been meaning to buy a Kermit? If you know, you know.
I knew that she was going to do this,
Karina's
and
Mojo
I
Jojo.
figured it was going to take her about like a few live streams to do it. But no, in
Why
her
Mojo
stream,
Jojo? You should have done
she
Kermit.
decided
But that's
to
okay. I love Mojo Jojo.
totally go
Sorry.
off and say things about Beck, caught in very interesting things. And she says she has a lot of dirt on Alexis.
I love
Oh,
how
God.
anytime that she has a falling out with somebody, she's just like, I have so much dirt on that person.
Yeah, that's what I was. Thank you, Beck. Segueing me into what I was about to say. Amber's disgusting. Like, I've never seen a person be so fake and phony and so like, who, me? Never. I'm so concerned about how you guys think about me and then as soon as someone like betrays her or is like over it or doesn't want to be her friend anymore, I've got so much dirt on them. I'm like, you're disgusting. You're like an 11-year-old, you know? Anyway, keep going back. Sorry. Oh, Jojo.
And I have this and that. No, she doesn't. It's just a fear tactic for her to silence people because she doesn't want to have people see that side of her. And so she doesn't have to take accountability for her actions. If there weren't things that you...
I mean, I feel like a lot of the girls in Girl World do that to kind of intimidate people because they have all these followers, but it's just like, no, you can't
did
do
wrong,
that.
then you would...
Let's fast forward it a little bit. Ah, she's gonna do the Powerpuff Girls. Okay.
Beck. She says that Beck is now making content about her.
Oh,
And
God.
obviously, she is upset that Beck is making content about her. All I have to say about this is that Beck has every right to respond to all the lies that you've talked about them for years. Amber says, oh, well, you know, I did speak about them a few times. It wasn't
A few times. Coño. Girl. Number one, YouTube is a public platform that anybody can make videos. Beck could do whatever the hell she freaking wants. I'm sorry. Correction. They could do whatever they want, right? They could do whatever the hell they want. That's number one. Number two, you are so full of caca. You talk so mad shit about all your exes, except for Destiny, because I think you're still in love with Destiny. I don't know. But there's been instances where you just are like said some really cruel shit about Beck. So, like, seriously.
few times. You've made a lot of videos. You've went
Yes.
off on Beck recently
Yes.
in a live stream saying that Beck is lying about everything. And by the way, she repeats this in this live stream.
Yeah.
She says it's fine that Beck wants to tell their story, but like, don't lie.
That's a surprise.
About me. Who is lying about you? I think.
Oh my God, all the worlds collide. We have Chantel, we have Rita Capu, we have Amber. All we need is glitter and lasers.
Beck
Seriously.
needs to react and respond to any allegation that they so choose fit.
Thank you, Karina. Everything I have said about Amber has been honest. And I haven't really said anything wild about Amber, anything out of pocket or anything. But like, when you say lies about me, I am going to defend myself and I'm going to tell my side of the story of what happened.
Because
that's fantastic. I have nothing to say. Like, I feel like this Beck that we're getting, this 2.0 version of Beck, is a stronger, more intelligent, more understanding person. And I'm behind her 100%. I know recently there was some sort of like drama, which you guys can comment down below, but they have all the right in the world to talk about whoever the hell they want. Like, I just don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is. And all she's doing is reacting to reaction channels, doing art, talking about relationship stuff. She's going to start doing some, I guess, conspiracy theories, hauntings, monster stuff. So that's cool. And I think she's going to find her own way in terms of YouTube. And I hope that with all the pain she's gone through dealing with that person, Amber, that she finds so much success in YouTube. I hope she gets so many views. I'm rooting for her. I'm really rooting for her. Let's continue.
You've made hundreds of thousands of dollars on Beck, and now she's obviously visibly upset that Beck is making content. Beck asked you repeatedly, please stop speaking about me. And it wasn't just a few times. It wasn't just a couple of times like Amberlynn says in this live stream. It was a bunch of times. So first thing she says about Beck is that pretty much Beck is lying about her. Okay.
Of course.
Then she says that listen to this, that they did not have the best relationship. Why did you lie? You lied extensively saying there were things going on between you guys that were not. You were saying lots of different other things like that if Beck didn't want to be with me, then they wouldn't be with me. That's a lie, because you stopped them from leaving you many times. Beck later told us. So she says that you know, she wasn't in a good place when she was with Beck, which I can understand. Okay, that's true. And then she says, but it takes two to tango.
By saying that it takes two to tango, you are admitting that you did wrong. But you're not being specific about what or taking any accountability for it. Meanwhile, I will take accountability for the things that you said that I did wrong in the relationship. I know I wasn't very affectionate. I didn't call you pet names fast enough. You always over you, but that was truly because I felt like you were in the wrong in those moments. And you were. And though you see me as a bad partner, I did so much for you. And these things do not add up to the things you've put me through.
All these bad things.
I'm going to stop it here because I want you guys to go and watch Beck's original video. But I think that kind of the things that Beck just spoke of that she felt that she was in the wrong for, I don't think they're big deals. I think she did a lot more that was, you know, unnecessary for someone who is in a relationship. She wiped Amber's ass. Let's remember that at a point, Amber could not physically bathe herself. She had to help her bathe herself and to wipe her ass because she was so huge. And God knows that she still has that problem. Like, you know, she did a lot of things, and there was instances where it was obvious that she was still in love with Destiny, but kind of like pushed herself onto Beck to find a home, and to kind of she just literally moved in with Beck and Ricky and Eric without even like really discussing it with her. She's just kind of like rammed in, you know, and you know, and then there's that whole instance where Beck was heavily medicated and she was driving Amber all around, which was so scary. And my other question is, just random question, why doesn't Amber have a license? Like, I've noticed that she doesn't drive herself. I don't have a license, but I'm in New York, right? And I don't want to get a license. But she lives in mostly like the Midwest, the South. She lives in places where you need a car and kind of need a license. Why doesn't she have a license? Like, she's always getting her girlfriend to drive her around like she's a chauffeur. She's another one. She's another one who looks at everybody like, oh, God, peasants. I said that in my last video about Chantal Footy that she kind of like feels that she's better than everybody else, which is so obnoxious. The same for Amber. She probably is worse. She truly feels like you're gonna be like my servant, not necessarily my girlfriend, because I don't think that Amber has any like emotional depth to her. So she picks these girlfriends, quote unquote, to be basically like her butler, and they have to do everything for her, drive her around, wipe her ass, you know, all the great things you have to do for Amber. So I feel for Beck because, you know, she gave up a part of her, especially, and then there's the whole thing with about her. Was it her that her mom died at the same time that she was with Amber, and Amber told her not to? There was that whole thing with the cancers. Oh my God, there's so much drama between these two. Like, if Beck were to start talking, Amber would be up Schitt's Creek because she really, there's just too much. And, you know, as I see it, Beck was the victim of this. But, you know, definitely comment down below if you feel the opposite. You feel like Beck took advantage of Amber, because I don't see it that way. But I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts. I wasn't around for the original Beck and Amber relationship, so I'm just going off old video and just what I find. So yeah, no, I'm excited for Beck and what she's doing on this channel. Please go and subscribe to her and check out the rest of this video. Karina Kaboom, always a joy. I love Karina Kaboom. I gotta buy myself a Kermit, but I'm more of a Miss Piggy girl, so I don't know. Anyway, please let me know what you feel about Beck. Do you feel like me, like she was a victim in the whole thing? I totally feel that way. But if you have your, obviously you guys are you're so awesome for coming through with the comments and letting me know, because I'm pretty new to Girl World. Let me know how you feel. Like, you're like, nah, you're wrong. I'm good with the wrong. As long as you're respectful, I'm good when you're like, nah, that's not what happened. I'm totally good with that. As long as you're respectful and not calling me an idiot, because I had a couple of those comments. They're deleted. Because I don't talk to people who insult me. But yeah, thank you so much for checking out this video. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you soon, and stay sassy.